What's going on, sports fans? I'm Mark Palos. Tonight, we start the sports party on the Harder, where the section playoffs began for the 4A and 3A boys basketball teams. We're going to start in the Section 1 4A quarterfinals. 4-seed Century hosting 5-seed Northfield. Second half, Century down 4, but it's about to be more. Karsten Clay lays it in. Panthers down 6. Later, Century would try to get back in the game. Peter Lynch seals off his defender. He lays it in. Century down 4. Later in the half, the Panthers made it a one-possession game. Jaden Wysocki sinks a 3-ball from the corner pocket. Century now down 3, but the Raiders had upset on their minds. Tate Sands sinks a contested jumper in the lane as Northfield pulled away. Century loses to Northfield by 10, 64-54. Northfield advances to take on top-seeded Lakeville South in the semifinals. On the other side of the bracket, Owatonna blows out New Prague 81-56. Braden Williams for Owatonna scored a game-high 28. They'll face 2-seed Farmington. Farmington beat the Mayo Spartans 81-61, meaning the season for all of the Rochester Boys City teams is over. Next, we head on down to 3A. The 2-seed Byron Bears hosting Faribault tonight in the Black Hole. Second half, the Bears were all over the Falcons. Travis Underwood sinks a triple. Byron now up 17, but the fireworks were just getting started. Later in the half, Jake Broughton finds Jackson Marine, who throws down the hammer. Bears rolling. Still in the half, Faribault would try to get back in the game. Hunter Nelson connects from long distance, but the Bears were too good in this one. Jake Broughton, in transition, finds a Johnny Lee who lays it in on the alley-oop. Byron rolls to a 32-point victory. They beat Faribault 66-34. They'll face Winona in the Section 1 3A semifinals. Winona beat Red Wing 56-46. Max Maxwell scored 20 for the Windhawks in that one. On the other side of the bracket, the Austin Packers are once again in a section semifinal game. They beat Albert Lee 72-26. They'll face 5-seed Casson Manorville on Saturday. The Comets upset Simley 59-49. Down in Class A, the 3-seed Hayfield Vikings taking on 14-seed Schaeffer Academy. The Vikings set the tone in this one early. Ethan Pack lobs up to Easton Frichter, who lays it in, and the Vikings were off and running after that. Later in the half, Ethan Slothog finds Isaac Maddie open beyond the arc. His 3 is buckets. Vikings now up 5, but Maddie wasn't done yet. Later in the half, watch the Vikings in transition. Maddie gets the layup to go. Hayfield now up 11. A few possessions later, Slothog got into his bag of tricks, finishing with the Euro step as Hayfield pulled away. Hayfield wins 91-55 to advance to the quarterfinals. Elsewhere, 2-seed Lyle Pacelli rolled to a 107-39 win over United Christian Academy. Bly Koak had 25 points for the Athletics and surpassed 1,000 for his career. In the last Section 1A game, top-seeded Southland beat Kingsland 69-51. Now to girls hockey, 2-seed Lourdes hosting 3-seed Austin in the Section 1A semifinals. First period, the Eagles peppered Austin's Shelby Davidson with shots, but she stood tall early. Lizzie Pike there with a good chance, but Davidson makes the save. Later in the period, the Eagles get on the scoreboard. Chastity Buer can't score, but the puck eludes the Packers. Carmen Erickson finds it, takes it around the back, scores on the wraparound. That put the Eagles up 1-0. Lourdes is 1 win away from winning its 3rd straight section title. They beat Austin 4-2. They'll face top-seeded Albert Lee in the section title game. The Tigers beat Red Wing 5-1. In AA, Farmington or Lakeville South will represent Section 1. The Tigers beat Owatonna 7-2, while Lakeville South beat Northfield 3-1. Now to section wrestling. Coverage will look a little different this year because of the pandemic, but we're going to start in Section 1 AA at 152. Cale Marks out of PEM taking on Cannon Falls Preston Carlisle. Marks would advance to the state preliminary round with a win via pin. Next, we head on down to 138. Second-ranked Maxwell Peterson taking from Byron, trying to get back to the state championship. He'd advance to the state prelims with a win by major decision. Then at 145, Casson Manorville's Logan Vaughn is ranked number 1 in AA. Here he is against Garrett Olson of PEM, and Vaughn had no trouble in this one, picking up the win by major decision. He also advanced to the state prelims, which will begin on Saturday. Lastly, down to Class A, we're going to start at 106 pounds with top-ranked Anthony Romero from GMLOS, the state finalist from a year ago. No problems with Will Allen from Caledonia Houston. Romero won via pin, there it is, to advance to the state prelims. Next, we'll head up to 113. Chatfield's Ben Carrier taking on Aiden Quintana from GMLOS. Carrier will get both shoulder blades on the mat to advance with a win by pin to Saturday. Next, we head up to 152. St. Charles Jet Thorson taking on Tate Carver out of Chatfield. Thorson would score the massive upset in this one, pinning the 4th-ranked Carver. Thorson moves on to Saturday. Lastly, up to 220, Chatfield's 2nd-ranked A.J. Carver put away Zumbrota Mazeppa's Tucker Buck with a pin. He's also advancing to the state prelims this weekend. One final note, according to multiple reports, the Vikings have signed quarterback Patrick Peterson to a 1-year deal. And that's Look at Sports on this Wednesday night. We'll be back after this.